Voicemails on a Wednesday. Here we are, you and I, we and I. The show that is run by you, for you, and by you again.
Whoa.
Voicemails are here. I am Joez McFly. That is BBD. We have Alex Crap in the corner at the Crapper's Corner. 908-845-5792 is the number. We're here with the crew. What's good with you?
Couple tough losses for the Yanks the last couple days.
Yep.
I might go as far as say like two of my least favorite games of the year.
The first one was tough because that game was won.
And, you did the hard part.
And the second game was just
one of the games that was like, bleh, that one happened just in the middle of more winning.
That could happen.
Whatever. They've shown they have some of these days, but yeah, I don't know.
Get back in the series tonight.
I'm curious if the people are as fired up as I think they might be.
As they should. On
Certainly
the bump
well within their rights. Tonight's a Nestor night, right?
Nestor Cortez.
Oh, good news. Anthony Rizzo got hit by a pitch last night, so they're fine.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
Good.
Well, let's hear what
Kahnle's getting activated, so then that's good.
Kahnle is back. I do like that a lot. That's exciting.
Let us hear what you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, that's right. Kahnle is back, and there's another Yankee that's right around the corner, which is what our first caller is talking about.
DJ?
Hey, what's up, guys? We're getting good news about DJ coming back soon. Offense is rolling, vibes are high. I can't imagine they put DJ in the leadoff spot with the way the offense is clicking. So then it's like, do we put DJ 7, Glaber 8, DJ 8, DJ 9, 9-hole DJ or Glaber? Like the catchers are hitting. Like, kind of a question what you think about DJ coming back soon, about where he fits in the lineup. We know he's going to play a lot of third base, probably some second with Glaber sits. But anyway, just pretty exciting stuff about how long and deep this offense can get.
Beebs, I think this question is pretty easy for me, and I think that DJ goes into a leadoff spot right away. For me, I like DJ at leadoff. 1, because he's done it. 2, he's a professional hitter. 3, he doesn't have to worry about him, quote unquote, doing stolen bases and all of that stuff. Yeah. And then now you have all of these guys with pedigree at the top of the lineup. I do like Volpe being at the bottom again, given that bottom of the lineup, giving it some more length. He can ease back in. He could use his tools down there where up top it feels like, hey, man, should you steal there? When he got that caught stealing the other night, it's like, damn, man, you did that in front of Soto, bro. Like, come on, judges behind them.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about that at the bottom of the lineup, man, because I feel like he can play a lot more free and easy.
If it were solely my decision, I think I'd toss DJ right back up top, and I'd get Volpe way down, like 8 or 9, depending on matchup, which catcher's catching, I don't know.
Yes.
But without having fully thought through what the rest of the lineup is at this moment. Because I like, and this is something Jake mentioned that I like, if Volpe's 9th and rolling, so he's getting on a lot, in front of DJ, either if DJ hits the ball and Volpe's on the move during that, or like he swipes second and DJ can drive in by flicking a single.
Yep.
The good version of DJ effectively behind Volpe is awesome. It's a weird timing for just all this to happen now that Volpe is like going. Because right now Volpe doesn't deserve to be kicked back down, but that is just what would be the most awesome and most seamless. I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. I'm not confident they're gonna demote Volpe. I'm not necessarily against it, but if they aren't gonna do that,
why is it a demotion?
Know. It doesn't have to be, but that is. I think how just a lot of people would view it.
Guys, Scott Brocious had 100 RBI out of the 9th spot. It's not a demotion. You can still play. You just play with a lot less. You can play with less pressure down there. It doesn't
you'd
mean it's
still-
a demotion.
Does it open up like a weirdness with like, because DJ is an everyday player, but he's going to play 5 days a week, especially early? Like, does that get into a weird funkiness, or like, so now we're going to go back to like changing the lineup pretty often? Is that going to be bad?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, even if the lineup changes, the places that the lineup would be changing, I have no problem with. We're talking about second base and third base right now.
Yes. Order wise.
Yeah, I mean,
Like we've gotten used to Volpe, Soto, Judge, rather, Verdugo, 1 through 4, pretty straight up. And if DJ, when he plays, is going to be up there, does that mean the days he's not playing, it's going to be someone else going up there and guys moving around?
I
guess it's really just Volpe moving around.
I don't see the Yankees putting DJ so low in the lineup.
Yeah, and it's also okay, if they leave it, then where is DJ? Because Glaber's like going right now, like he's like actually pretty hot.
He's all right.
Let me see what the best butter knife on him is.
He's doing. I think he's going to be getting the bulk of time at third base.
DJ's going to play more third base than anywhere else for sure.
We'll be playing third base. Maybe they'll give him some second if Glaber struggles and whatnot. He looks like he's coming out of it.
Yeah.
I hope so for him.
Glaber's last 9 games. So that's the day he hit the homer in the Trop, which we said we wanted to be a turning point. We also wanted the one in Canada to be a turning point, but the one in the Trop, we said we wanted to be a turning point. 9 games, it's a .294 batting average. He has hit 3 doubles and 2 homers since then. He's walked 3 times. So it's .294 average, 351 on base, a .910 OPS.
Right.
Glaber has been Glaber for a week and a half.
Been good.
Like, those are hits in 7 of the 10 games, multiple hits in 3 games. Like I said, he's back to walking at least a little bit. Glaber's in a good spot right now. So it'd be a weird time to, like, if they did a DJ 5 or 6, and then Glaber's now we're gonna move Glaber down again, right when he started feeling good.
Right, but I think even the moving down might help him stay hot.
Yeah,
you know, and having somebody like DJ there, if he's going, would help too.
It's all definitely a good problem to have, and I'm someone that likes a little bit of like tinkering with the lineup and experimenting and trying it out a little bit. And I like that this year they've been able to keep it more or less the same. I'm not above tinkering, but I wonder if there's been an overcorrection to this way where it's like, are they going to be scared to make a shift? I don't know. Well, time will tell.
A shift where, like
now, like if now like DJ's going to come back, so that means he's permanently number 1 in the order, and Volpe's down.
Well, if he's hitting, I don't see a reason why Volpe. I don't know if they'll be like interchanging a lot, but I can see them putting Volpe lower in the lineup again, and then putting DJ right back up there where he is.
It's an easy enough excuse to do it.
Yes.
Weird timing that just Volpe's hot. I suppose I'm just repeating myself at this point. It's fun. It's a thing that's fun to think about, the different machinations in your head. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious what they do. Boone indicated to us he has an idea of what he wants to do.
Yeah,
So we'll see it.
yeah, we'll see.
In theory, they're targeting about a week from now, the Angels series.
Hopefully everything goes well with DJ and this whole rehab process, because I would like him back, like DJ back. And if he's going, then he's awesome. And he's a bat that can also extend rallies because he hits and is not necessarily a power hitter. And you're having him in the lineup, I think it's great.
He's hitting.
And now we can talk about the other guy that's back, Tommy Kahnle.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going, fellas? What's up, Pop?
What's good?
Sorry about your Knicks, by the way. Question.
Yeah.
What do you think Tommy Kahnle's role when he comes back? And let's go Oilers. I'm an Oilers fan. I'm from Canada. I want Rangers and Oilers in the final. What are your guys' thoughts? Goodbye. Let's go Yankees.
That's fine.
Yankees
that's
Oilers
fine.
fan.
You had the Rangers in the finals. I like that.
I'm on board to get to there.
Yes, I'm on board
Go
with
Rangers.
that. And then we have your Tommy Kahnle question. What's his
What
role?
his role is going to be. Again, a little talking to Booney. I have no hesitation getting him back into some eighth innings, like
Yes.
from the jump.
I think
I'm
Boone,
sure
Boone usually
they'll
likes to
go.
ease guys in though. Like he'll put him. He won't start him off in the eighth. He'll probably put him in like a.
We asked him about it. I'm sure if the game is going in a place where there's a low leverage opportunity, like they might get Kahnle in a time they might otherwise not. But he sounded like not nervous about like if tonight's game's close and we have Kahnle there, we'll use him. What they probably won't do is we'll probably go like 2 weeks before the first time he pitches back-to-back days.
Right.
But that's normal, and he had a shoulder thing. Like,
Makes sense.
that's normal, and he's been so nasty and on his rehab. They're obviously they're minor league stats. You do what you're gonna do with that, but it's 5 innings without giving up a hit or a walk, and
Don't
he
be
struck
too
out
nasty.
11 dudes.
Don't be too nasty. A couple of years ago, I remember I was watching a game with Jake, and Kahnle threw a changeup that was like the nastiest changeup I've ever seen, and he got hurt after that. And it was like the most disgusting changeup I've ever seen. I was like, "What was that?" It was a changeup apparently, but yeah, I mean, I'm really glad to have Kahnle back. I think it gives some more stability to the bullpen. Can give somebody like a Holmes some rest and maybe some other guys. I stopped getting. Yesterday we had who was it that came up? That kid,
Clayton Andrews.
Andrews, right? And people were upset that he was in. I stopped getting upset in the middle of games for pitching changes because I just don't know anymore. I learned that I don't know that what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know who's down that day.
I can usually figure out the reason it was this guy.
Right, but we
another
don't know,
guy.
like, let's just say Weaver, you wanted Weaver in a situation. You don't know if he came in that morning and told Boone, hey, my arm's sore.
Yeah, he had it up down the day before. Like,
And
was he
Boone's
just
not
out?
going to, like, volunteer that information ever. So I will only get upset if they tell me after the game that everybody was available.
Yeah.
And, like, somebody that's not supposed
the
to be in
reporter's got to ask. But
Kahnle makes the decision a lot easier, where it's like, where you think, hey, maybe now you have more guys that could be in that save. Like Kahnle could get saves.
yeah.
Like you're getting guys
The Stars,
that are
like
better.
there's a world that they'd love to avoid Clay tonight. Like he threw 31 pitches Monday and they got him a little bit.
Right.
And I think you and I are in agreement that like I'm not pissed about that Clay outing. Like just an example of like at his, even when he looks pretty good, not that he looks his very best, but when he can still look good and just get beat. But he threw 31 pitches 2 days ago. That was also consecutive days pitching.
I was more
They
upset
might
about
try
the
to
walks.
avoid him tonight, and
Yeah.
that would mean probably Kahnle for the 9th
Yeah,
in a save.
I was more upset about the 2 walks versus the 3 hits. I know it sounds weird. I'm talking about Holmes.
Yeah. The walks are where he gets into actual
you
trouble. He
extend
rarely
the
gets hit hard.
Yeah.
He has days, and I don't even think Monday was one of them, but he has days where he just loses the zone.
Right.
And Monday he didn't completely lose it. Like I remember a lot of like really close pitches that just like weren't. Looking ahead to tonight, which just might be not a worthwhile activity, but it might be a weird bullpen night. Santana, I don't think has pitched back-to-backs this year. He threw 17 last night. Victor Gonzalez, I would assume, is available because he hadn't pitched in so many days, but he threw 16 last night.
Right.
So it's worth considering. I think he'd be available, but Caleb Ferguson pitched consecutive days. I think he's out. Nick Birdie threw 21 last night. I would guess he's out. Weaver should be good to go. Kahnle should be good to go. Tonkin's there. Clay, I would assume is available, but there's a chance we find out tonight he wasn't. 31 pitches Monday. Like that's a lot for Clay.
Let's see what happens.
So I'm curious. Still thinking of a little path to victory, but it could be a weird bullpen night. We'll see Kahnle.
Yes.
We will
I like seeing the guys
we
right
will,
away as soon as they get
definitely
activated.
see him tonight.
Yes.
Which I hadn't thought that it was like locked in. I was like probably. But yeah, seeing where the bullpen's at, we will see him.
Yes.
Okay,
Go
guys.
him out and use Talkin.
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 Exciting news. We got our first Fayal voicemail of the year.
Please.
BBD, Joez, crap. Theo here. My question is, it's game day. You look at who the starting pitcher is on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is Jordan Lyles and 10 is Garrett Cole. How confident right now are you of it just being a win when the name Carlos Rodon is the starting pitcher? Because I'm getting into like 8-9 period. Just want to know your thoughts on it. Thanks.
Interesting question. I think I'm not quite. Man, he's been good, man.
He's been good. My gut immediately put me as like thinking between the number 7 and 8. And a part of that is like just the Yankees are good.
I was thinking 7.5, which is really good. I'm in 7.5 out of 10.
I mean, I like what I see in this game log. He has the one Oriole start. That's 4 innings, 6 runs. He gave up 3 homers. Like he got that day. Mm-hmm. The rest of the starts coming into this year, I think we would have taken just about every single one of them. At least as far as what the pure stat line was.
Oh yeah.
He's 4.11 earned, 5.12 earned, 6 innings, 2 earned, 4 innings, 3 earned. That's the one that's okay. Maybe we wouldn't. They lose that game.
In his last start,
Oakland, he went 7 shut.
Last start, he gutted out 6, and apparently he was sick, according to his wife.
It's 3 starts in a row that he pitched 6 full innings and 2 earned runs or less. It's 3 in a row. 2 of those he at least started the 7th inning. He has been very reliable. He's put them in a position to succeed every time out there outside of that Baltimore game. He has done enough in every game besides the Baltimore game. That's 10 starts now.
Yes.
And he's had a couple he's had his share of dominant days, and they're all competitive. I'm really comfortable with where he's at right now. He's saying all the right things. He feels right on the mound. Like I love what he's giving us.
I'm at a 7.5.
If we can go decimals, 7.8 is where my mind jumped.
Yeah. I'm still 7.5. I'm not quite 8.
An 8
I'm not
feels
quite
like a
7.
step.
I'm not 7 feels too low because I feel better than that, but it just feels like it's in between.
There's a little bit of like just any day the Yankees play right now, I feel a 7.
Yeah.
Like regardless of matchup. Because the Yankees are good.
Yankees are good. So,
I like what I see at a Carlos.
I do. You can get better.
And there is
starts.
still room for better. He's given up a homer in 5 straight starts. He had gone 4 out of his first 5 without giving up a homer. Like there's things to improve on here. I know there's another level,
Right.
but this is good. Coming off last year, this is more than enough.
Big time. You needed that. Needed that going into this year from him.
Yeah, Cole Reagan's 12
Yes.
Ks.
Good stuff.
All right. David wants to know what the Yankees' chances are of retaining a certain outfielder next year.
What's up, guys? This is David Ewing, big fan. Just giving a call to talk about Alex Verdugo. I love the way he has brought a change to this team, the way he's playing with energy. He's a great defender. With Dominguez coming back, with the money they're going to spend trying to get Soto, with Spencer Jones in the pipeline, is there any chance that the Yankees retain Alex Verdugo? Because I'd love for it to happen. I think he's a great player, a great addition to the team. Thanks, guys. Go Yanks.
Go Yanks. Oh, man. This is the tough part because I do love everything that Verdugo is offering. I love everything that he's been about and all of that, but it just feels like it's, like a musical chair situation where there's just not enough chairs. Unless you're just gonna, unless you're telling me you're trading Dominguez, which I don't know who else the Yankees have. You got to look. If you're the Yankees, you got to look for the future of center field, and it's not Judge. You can't have Judge be your future center fielder. You just can't.
You need to. We can't do that.
It's a young position. It is.
It's so rare that a guy does what Judge is doing, like becoming a regular center fielder at 30, like going back a couple years ago. Robin Yount kind of did, but he went there from shortstop, so sliding like down the position scale. It's very interesting to think about what the future holds for Verdugo. I think I like that we got a call here about it because in the last 2 weeks I started thinking about it a little bit. Cause like he's been good, a little bit exactly what they need.
Yes,
it's hard to imagine a world where, assuming the Soto re-sign happens, that Verdugo could be back. Also, it's hard to see that. If somehow the Soto re-signing doesn't happen, then yeah, I do think they would go make sure they get Verdugo back. But that would be
that's a
bad vibes.
Yeah, like that.
No, and that's nothing on Verdugo's end. But that would mean they didn't get Soto. But a thought just occurred to me, like Verdugo, a guy in general, like I think they would give him the qualifying offer, right? And I think and I think they'd be okay with it if he accepted it.
The qualifying offer is like 19, no?
I think this year it was 22.
22?
Yeah.
Nah, dog.
1 year.
Oh, no way.
I feel like that's the likeliest scenario for him being back. Because he's not going to beat that on an annual level, I don't think. Unless this year really takes off. And then that decision's easy. You give that to him. Because obviously, like, Soto will be offered it and decline it. But if Verdugo took it, that would be a way to keep him around when you're doing this outfield game some more. But we're probably, at this rate, we're heading towards a Trent Grisham non-tender. There's outfield room. Like if Dominguez is the fourth outfielder for next year, that position will play a lot.
I don't like Dominguez. Dominguez to me is a starting outfielder. I don't like him as he's not.
He's the entering spring training.
Yeah, he's not a.
Technically, the A version of that team would be him not starting. Maybe it becomes Verdugo's on the bench. Maybe that's how that would progress. That's just the way that just occurred to me. That's like that would be how Verdugo could stay, I think. And we're getting like everything else we like.
$22 million for a bench player. It's tough.
For like the extra outfielder.
That's tough.
Because we'll still... Great news about Giancarlo is he's good and will be here next year. Like he's shown enough that like we'll definitely be here.
Right.
So DH spots at bats are taken.
I think that the way that he comes back is one of two things. Dominguez is not what we think he is. The Yankees have lost favor with him, or they trade him.
Yeah. Or it's like at least just we can't have him be the center fielder next year as like our only plan.
They could trade Dominguez. I don't see them doing that though. I feel like they really love him, but
what would that trade be for?
It would have to be for like.
Because it would be for like a star.
It would need to be for
like
for Dominguez to be in a trade. He would need to be in a deal for a star.
A star that like has like you need to be trading like for like 3 years of a star at like second or third base, and that would be like Glaber goes to offset a little money for this year, and Dominguez is like what it costs.
Bobby,
but like who?
I'm not trading him for Bobby. That's crazy.
I would do that trade, but that's not on the table.
Well, I don't think it's on the table because I don't think either.
Both teams say no.
I don't think either team wants to do it, but I mean, I just listen.
Yeah,
Relievers are fickle, man. As dominant as he is this year, he could just be not dominant next year. And a position player, I feel like it's almost harder to find
a guy who
arms.
is that guy. I would not trade Domínguez, to be clear.
I would not. Yes, I would not.
It's some trade I can't even think of right now.
Right.
It's like, yeah, like
I'm
not going to use the word untouchable, but I can't think of the player that it would make sense.
I can't
to
even
do it
think.
for.
There are probably players if we sit down and think
like
about
technically, like the pure value. Like, if the Rays traded Isaac Paredes, he's 24 years old, hits 30 bombs, has 3 years of control. Like technically, that's the type of guy it would be for, and I'm not interested in that.
I'm not either.
No, so it's just I don't see them trading him.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll keep Dominguez. That's the thing.
Dominguez, questions of Verdugo,
and then Spencer Jones, who's I think he's like set up for next year. Like next year, his target date.
He's hit a little bit of a skid in AA, which is fine.
That's fine. I don't.
We're saying like end of next year is.
I'm saying is when he could come up. His ETA is supposed to be 2025.
Totally,
and he's allowed to struggle in the minor leagues when you move up. It's
progression
fine. Judge
isn't
did.
linear.
Everybody does. It's fine. I think
he had a hot first 10 games, a bad next 15, whatever it was. Like I think he'll be okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, unfortunately, I think Verdugo's a 1 year thing.
If you're telling me, gun to my head, it's an easy gun to my head. He's not here next year.
Yeah.
Even with a good taste in our mouth about him.
Yeah.
But qualifying offers is the way I could see him staying. But that's a lot.
That feels like a lot of money.
And it would probably mean someone's hurt or they don't believe in Domínguez for one reason or another.
Right.
And I don't want to sign up for those.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for the call. Go Yanks.
Great call. I'm sure we will talk about this again at some point this season.
Lots to delve into there. One of the great things that Verdugo brings is that dog celebration. That is one of our next topics. Please.
Hey boys, it's your friendly internet person, Jerk Tweets here. I got a question for you guys. I know you've noticed whenever anyone gets a hit, their little on-base celebration, they're giving up the little dog fingers, barking them. I think this has to be one of the best we just got a hit celebrations that the Yankees have had. There was that inscrutable one that was going on like 2 or 3 years ago. Where do you think the dog hands ranks all-time Yankees hit celebrations? Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
I think the number one to me in my recent memory is definitely thumbs down. Thumbs
down was the biggest thing.
Yeah, because it galvanized the team and it got that one guy or whatever, and it was so dope. That was 2017, right? Yes, it was. And I like that team a lot. That energy of that team was so dope. So that was good. This one, there was another one that they were doing where they were putting up the fours and we didn't know what the hell it meant.
Yeah, it was fun to do.
It was like the fours.
Yeah, we never got like the answer on what that was.
And I don't know. Sometimes the Yankees don't really always have something.
Yeah,
but this one is up there.
This is up there.
Dog celebration is pretty cool. The home run celebrations. I'm thinking also. Toe Night Show was the best.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That wasn't something everyone could do,
right?
But
the Toe Night Show was the best.
That was a good routine. It's up there. Thumbs down was the biggest thing, and people were just doing that, and that's the only one where it was like Or like it was like a national thing, like Yankees do this. And the dog thing, I think, is getting there right now. We'll see how the rest of this year plays out and how fun that becomes.
Sometimes they fizzle out. Sometimes they fizzle.
They just evolve over
out,
a
or
year.
they just become something else.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I loved the Let Brett Bang.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That really caught on.
Yes, that one was good.
That one was good. That one was like my favorite one.
That one was good. That one was good. I think thumbs down for me is number 1, and then Brett Gardner.
Yeah.
That one was number 2. And then,
the story of that one is the best story
good.
of any of these.
It was very good. And then number 3, I like the ones that when you know what they're for.
I know why that happened, what that is.
Yeah, because then everybody can do
like
the shit. Yeah, so then after that, probably number 3, it would nestle like the dogs would probably be there.
Yeah. Which if this year progresses, it can jump those.
Yeah. I keep thinking about
and it lasts.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good.
Those are good. I like that.
Cool. So this next call is actually from Monday, but I thought it was a fun thought exercise for you guys to try.
Hey guys, it's Tommy calling from Michigan. Just watching tonight's game and watching Stroman come off the mound made me feel like it was 09 all again with CC Sabathia. And I'm feeling the Verdugo is more like Swisher.
Okay.
So I'm really getting these 09 vibes. I want to see if you guys feel the same way. Love the show.
Ooh. Oh, okay. 09's vibes, and thanks for the call. 09's vibes felt even more different than this. There were a lot of things going on with 09 was weird. This is a new stadium. The Yankees are still trying to make this home. We had a lot of new people come in, which we do here for this one too.
Yeah. Similar to 08, like that was the first year they missed the playoffs in a long time, which I guess that's true of last year, but they were just first year they've been just bad.
Right. I think
I see the middle of that Venn diagram shaping out.
Well, if I go position by position, if you were going to talk about straight vibes, the Yankees in 09 had a better bench. They had a better bullpen.
Their bullpen was pretty special.
Their starting staff with AJ Burnett, Andy, like that team has the different about that team is that team won. Like not that year, that team, the core of that team had won. Posada, Mo, Jeter, the core 4 was there.
Yeah, the team that had been part of the dynasty, and we're getting back to that.
Which actually helped the team, making their run and not being comfortable. I'm not saying that this team is comfortable, but these guys haven't won. I think Verdugo won with the Red Sox, right? Verdugo won with the Red Sox?
I don't think he was on that World Series team. He wasn't. Because he debuted that year with the Dodgers, I think.
Oh yeah,
so he was. Yeah, no awards on there.
Yeah, so it's not I'm thinking about
18
Rizzo
Red Sox.
won.
He played 37 games for the Dodgers.
Rizzo has won.
Rizzo's won. Yeah, I guess it's not a team that has that history. Obviously, the guys who've been on this team have been part of deep runs, but and playoff expectations,
right?
But they haven't been part of capital W winning.
Swisher in 09 was 30 homer, 100 RBI guy, I think.
Swisher had a special season.
Melky Cabrera led the team in walk-offs. Cano, Yankees don't have a Cano here.
There's no Cano.
That was a murder drill.
Swisher hit 29 homers, hit 35 doubles. Really came out of nowhere. He was such an under the radar ad. He was fully a bonus piece, supposed to be the extra guy. Xavier Nady gets hurt.
Teixeira was there. He had 40 bombs, I believe.
Yeah, so Teixeira hits 39 homers.
Am I missing all of them by one? Why do I keep doing that?
Missing a lot by one. They're fair roundups, if we're just being honest about it.
Yeah.
Hideki Matsui was on that team.
Yes, Matsui was there.
That's a loaded team, and they like did a ton of free agent stuff before that, which you can make the comparison.
That was a big vet team.
Big vet team. You can make the comparison. Obviously, like the trade for Soto. It's a high profile ad that was made a little bit out of like the teams in a somewhat desperate place. Like that's where they were over the winter. Verdugo.
Yeah.
He's more high profile than Swisher, but I see the comp as far as like the dynamic he's providing, and
I don't know
that like he is. Swisher had like a really good season.
What Swisher and Burnett did for that clubhouse with the pies, the Yankees never did pies.
Swisher had an 869 OPS that year.
Swisher was that team.
I know a little different offensive environment. It was still a $122 OPS plus.
Yeah.
Where Verdugo, I love what I've seen. 107 on the whole. He's had some hot, some cold. Like he's been awesome. I love Verdugo. He's shown periods where he can be a guy like really carrying the offense. Mm-hmm. But that 09 team, there's a reason they were so good.
Yes.
I mean, and we can progress to there. Right now, there are comparisons, but they aren't quite comparisons yet.
Yeah, I mean it's I wouldn't compare it to that team. I want to compare it to that because that team is different because of its vet. The amount of veteran presence that won on that team was big time.
Yes.
Right.
We haven't even seen Cole yet.
Right. So I'll wait on it. Which Cole could come back how A-Rod did. Right? A-Rod came back on some crazy shit, and he still hit 30, 100 that year, and he came back in May. It's just wild.
There's a chance if this season ages how we'd like to, and they've won a World Series. I'll sit here and compare and contrast those teams all day and tell you like what was similar and what was different. And just while we're here, re-sign Soto.
That'll be a fun combo. That'll be a fun combo for sure.
Ooh, who's the Jerry Harrison Jr. they're gonna get? I don't want to talk about that. I don't know. I like Jerry though.
Yeah, I like Jerry. He was the first guest on my Pinterest Wrong podcast.
Oh.
Yes, Jerry Harrison Jr.
That's cool.
Pretty awesome. Talked about a lot of stuff. Talked about Judge.
Ooh, and might be adding him to a draft board I got to do.
Speaking of Judge,
yes,
that's our next call.
Okay.
Hey guys, Joe from Long Island here, big Yanks fan.
Good.
I know it's May. Love what the Yankees have been doing so far. Super hyped for them. So I've got an incredibly hot take for you guys to break down for me to make sure I'm not going crazy. Seems like Aaron Judge is not really that huge of a clutch hitter. Most of his home runs look like they're when the Yankees already have a lead. Leads the league in runners in scoring position, double plays. Leads the league in double plays, grounding in double plays, and only hitting 220 with runners in scoring position. So can you guys look into this and talk me off this ledge? All right, thanks. Bye.
You may be thinking this year, and you also got to understand that he started off hitting-wise slow.
Especially so compared to himself.
Yes. Is he comparing it to past years, or he's just saying, like, he's not clutch hitter, period?
I think he was saying in general. I'm going to pull up some career and this year splits.
Because he's had clutch hits. I believe last year and his homer year, he had a bunch of like.
He had that Blue Jays walk-off. He had
a bunch of walk-offs. He had like either tied or ahead. They had a stat. I remember Yes Network had a stat where it's like Judge's batting average and Judge's numbers and total. So I don't see that. I don't see you saying that Judge. No, I don't agree with that.
And what's your definition of clutch? I guess would be part of the question. Like this year, his 2 outs with runners in scoring position numbers are bad.
Yeah.
His overall runners in scoring position numbers are good. He's
right.
At least power. He has an 856 OPS with runners in scoring position.
So like
in this season.
Right. So are you saying that he's just bad with 2 outs because that could be different, or is he bad with? Because right now
in his career he's almost 1,000 OPS with runners in scoring position.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see him as like a not clutch hitter. You know, even when he was striking out a lot in 2017, he had some huge homers. Huge homers.
Baseball references leverage splits. I don't know exactly where they break these up. I don't exactly know. Low, medium, high leverage. High leverage is definitely his worst of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
His high leverage career stats: 247 batting average with a 907 OPS.
So it depends what you value there. I guess for
me
though,
low leverage he's 1,000 OPS. Medium leverage he's 1,000 OPS. Yes. His OPS drops 100 points to still being one of the very best hitters in the game in high leverage spots.
For me,
if you're one that subscribes,
I would
to that.
like, obviously, and you would like, of course, he would like too. I think in high leverage you would like a better batting average, but you got to understand the type of hitter that
he's being asked to hit a homer there.
He is asked to hit homers, and he's trying. I think for some parts he's trying to hit homers. I think Soto.
There's some at bats, especially the last couple of years, where it's like if Judge doesn't hit a home run here, they won't score.
They won't.
The last two or 3 years, this is the first year in a while that's not been the case.
Soto's different because Soto is not always looking to hit a homer. I feel like for the most part, he's trying to either put the ball in play or get on base. Like he's trying to do many other things.
Mm-hmm.
If the homer comes, the homer comes. Judge is more built on the homer, which is fine. That's just his game. But I don't think he's just not clutch.
To call him not clutch is nitpicky. It is funny. Like I'm looking at the numbers are objectively good. I'm looking at like the by inning splits in his career: 820 OPS in the 9th inning, 250 batting average, which is the lowest of any inning. But that's really good still. And in extra innings, he's a 971 OPS.
Right.
Like I think he gets walked a lot. But 3 extra inning homers and
they're not going to pitch to Judge.
60 plate appearances.
They're not going to give Judge the good pitches to hit in those spots.
That's a lot of it too. It's like in those kind of moments, they want to let anyone else deliver the like death punch.
It's probably why Melky Cabrera led the team in walk-offs in 2009.
Walk guys around him, or it's like, all right, this is the guy we got to get here.
Yeah, and he
can flick a single.
Yeah, but that's why you got to compliment a guy like that with contact hitters around him.
Yeah. I think I got a look from Jake, so maybe it's time for one more.
No, I mean, that's actually all the time we got. So if you have final send-offs or plugs you guys want to throw out.
Yeah, no, guys, thank you guys so much for leaving us these voicemails. They were great. They're great every week. Appreciate that. If you ever want to leave us a voicemail, feel free to do so. 908-845-5792. And we're here for you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, you listened to this episode this long. You got to this point. Please hit subscribe.
And comment.
And comment something.
Comment Chem in the chat. That's how I know you got this far. Let's go.
Comment Chem.